Hello. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. My Christmas vlogs have just between school holidays, illness, and just general my Christmas in July vlogs went totally out the window. And then I only had two finished things to show you. I've got one of them. The other one is missing, presumed eaten by the hellhound. So I don't know. I can show you what it's supposed to look like, and I promise you I made it, but I can't find it anywhere. But she kept trying to eat it even as I was still making it, so I know that July is now over, but I thought I would do a quick little wrap up. First time, obviously I'm on a new channel, so it's the first time I've done vlogs. I started off well, right up until the point where the kids were on holiday, and then it all just went out the window. So I quite like doing the daily vlogs, I did, but not when there's kids home, because it turns out you have to do things like feed them and spend time with them and talk to them, and this is all very time consuming stuff, and I just, something had to go, and unfortunately it was the vlogs. Don't take it personally, you're all awesome, there are just not enough hours in the day. So I will show you my one finished thing. Spoiler, it's not the blanket. So I'm all red. I've had such bad hay fever. Like, the weather is all over the place at the minute, and it's making my hay fever is like this. So I'm sorry if I look slightly red and Rudolphy. My one finished object, my gingerbread man, who is looking off into the distance. He's my movie star gingerbread man. He's like, oh, the sunset. Oh, right, the dog's trying to join in now. Did you eat my thing? She's gone. So, this is my gingerbread man. Let's see, we're back to normal nails again. So if you watch like my normal podcasts, this is a thing. I try and like paint my nails to try and make them look pretty. Try and get my nails done to make them look pretty. Unfortunately, they do not stay looking pretty for long. And of course, now that I've started recording, the dog has found her noisy toy. Go over there with that. Nobody wants to listen. And she just dropped it on a water bowl. So, Gingerbread Man is from this book. This is King Cole's Christmas Crochet Book 5 by Zoe Halstead. These are some of the other things that's in it. There's the teapot cover, the garlands, wreath, jar cover things, and an advent calendar. So, at the very start of Christmas in July, I pulled out a few of these books and a few other things, and there was so much stuff that I wanted to get done, but I don't seem to have just had the time, and a lot of it is because the kids have been on holiday. The dog just drops a slippery bone right next to me. The kids being on holiday is a mass. I did not factor that when I decided I was going to do Christmas in July vlogs. So I've ended up not doing quite a lot of the things I wanted to do. I will still be doing them, but I'm really sorry if you can hear that. The dog just terrorizes me. No. Don't. Right, come on then. This way. Come on. Here. Come on. There you are. Look. Oh, that's nice and slobbery. Thank you. See, she is actually quite cute, which is why she gets away with absolutely terrorising me. So, this, along with a few of the other books, I'll be pulling out again closer to Christmas. I'm making actual Christmas stuff. I'll probably start in like November. And let's see how much more I can get done. Hopefully a little more this time. I think my main sticking point though for my Christmas in July stuff was this. It's not a particularly big blanket. I've not finished it. I'll show you how much I've got done. So this is, I didn't even bring my tablet over. I'll have everything linked down below, but this has been my, like, do a bit of it everyday project. Lil, down. Get down. Don't shake. Come here. Right, come on. This has been my do a little bit everyday project. So I really don't want her shaking the camera. She's being very annoying now. And it was a cowl from last Christmas, and it is overlay mosaic crochet. It is a very good pattern. You can buy it on Ravelry. It teaches you how to do the technique. It's not just the pattern, it's an actual, like, has lots and lots of pictures and everything to teach you how to do the technique, which is good because I'd never done it before. So obviously, you know, to learn a new technique, I decided to do it on a blanket. I did not think, I'd broken it down so that I was going to do 8 rows a day, and then that would leave me enough time to do the border. I very, very much underestimated how long 8 rows of this would take me. So I'll show you the blanket. So we start off with the Santas, and then these things, and then the snowflakes. Lilith! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. She's such a menace. These are supposed to be holly berries, except they have an extra row of the red in them. Nightmare. Because I can't read. Then we have the ho ho ho. And then we have actual holly berries. Holly leaves. Berries and leaves. And then we have snowmen. Now my snowmen, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a little baby Yoda that I made. So I made baby Yoda and then immediately started doing the snowmen. So if you see, these snowmen have big noses. These snowmen have little noses. That's because these were the first ones I did, and I had just been doing baby Yoda toes. And they're both, like, you get the bubble stitches depending on how many things you pull through, depends on how big the bubble is. And the baby Yoda toes are a lot bigger than the snowman noses. But I'd already done 3 of them and thought, I am not pulling this back out again. So we've done the snowman. This one will be another one of this section here. And then there'll be another section at the top that's got robins in it, which is in this colour. And then I have the border to put on it. However, at this point, I am kind of sick of the sight of it because I know as well that the border's going to take a really long time. Excuse me a second. Dog was eating my bank card. Anyway, because I know the border's going to take a really long time, because if you see all the ends here, if you've never done overlay mosaic crochet before, you always have the right side facing you, and you just do 1 row at a time with, of course you do 1 row at a time, you do 1 colour at a time for each row. See, it looks like this on the back, and it's literally just front post double crochets and front loop double crochets and back loop single crochets is just how you do the mosaic technique. And then you just cut it at the end, and then Lilith, I can't even, honestly. Give me a second again, sorry. Okay, we're going to try again with the dog out of the crate. Right, Lil, settle down. So, sorry, everything's all over the place tonight, but I don't want to keep re-recording it because I just don't have the time. Right, so really? Sorry. So, because you have all these ends here, the type of border that you do is an envelope border. So you do sort of two that come up and they'll enclose all the dangly bits, and then you like single crochet them or sew them together around the edges. And that's going to take quite a long time because that is also done in the mosaic crochet. And normally I would have my tablet and I would have a picture to show you, but I just don't have it. Oh my god, now she's got the bone. No. What's wrong with that? This is not a professional setup. I'm really sorry. If this is the first time you're watching this, it's not usually this bad, I swear. Oh dear. So, I am using, this is Slough Special DK, and white is the main colour, fuchsia purple, aspen and empire. Using a 4mm hook as per the pattern. And yeah, did I say it's by Rosina Plain? I'll be linked down below anyway. She's got lots of different stuff actually. She's got a different Christmassy blanket, and you can mix and you can mix and match the different panels. And she also has instructions and sizes in the pattern for making placemats or table runners. And it's quite a dense fabric that you get from it, so it would be nice even as like the front of a pillow or something like that, I think. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's been my main thing, and I didn't get it finished because I've not had time. The amount of time it actually ends up physically taking to sit down and do 8 rows of that a day, I was not prepared for. I'm not the slowest crocheter in the world, but that was quite a lot. Doing like front loop and back loop, it's not difficult, but it's more time consuming. So yeah. I did start this. My children wanted one of these each. One of them wants black pockets. My 11-year-old wants black pockets on his, and my 8-year-old, it depends when you ask him. So I'm going to do my 11-year-old's first because he's picked his thing. I've done the row of the brown, which is, you can't really see it on the picture, but this row here, can you see the colour difference? It's like the tree trunk at the bottom. So that's what that is. And I've made 1 hexagon. So I've got like another 20 of these to make for this one. And I'm just going to like join them as I go. Like join them in a strip and then attach the strip straight on rather than having lots of hexagons lying around, because I know what will happen if I just have lots of hexagons lying around. They'll get lost or they'll get eaten. But again, this is the same book, the Christmas Crochet Book 5. Sorry for that extreme close up there. The dog was sitting chewing her bone and I thought I should probably get rid of it quickly. Sorry. Oh my gosh, there's loads of cute things in here. This I think would just be like as a nice plushie. I don't even know I'd want to make it as a hot water bottle cover. I would just have it like that and just have it sitting there and be cute. Alright, what else have we got? I've got 2 more things to show you, I think. One of them is something you won't have seen before. It's just this little cross stitch kit from Hobbycraft. They have these in my Hobbycraft. This is what they have in, you know, when you're waiting in the queue for the sales and they have the big basket things there with just like little bits in them. They always have stuff like this for different times of the year, and they're only like a couple of £2 each. And in them you get your square of Aida, you get a needle, and you get loads of threads. The designs are tiny, so they don't need many threads. The threads just come like this. And you get the needle as well. You don't get a hoop or anything to put them in, but they're literally, I think you get them like, I don't even want to say how much because I can't remember, but they're super cheap. They're like less than £2 each. And that is what we've got on that. Can you see it? So I've done all the orange, I've done most of the cream, and I will probably get that finished tonight or tomorrow. I swear she just picks the noisiest toys every single time. Oh, right, I've only got one more thing to show you anyway, and that's not even a thing to show you because these are my craft club boxes that I've had for like forever. I think I've probably had these for about 3, 4, 5 years. Lily! Go over there. No. No. Can you see her? Can you see the cheek after it? Oh, no, over there. Good girl. Good job. She's now just staring at me. Right. So this was what I was making. This little reindeer Rudolphy thing. It is, technically it's an egg cozy. However, I have absolutely no need in my life for an egg cozy, so I just stuffed it and turned it into a little hanging decoration. But I've looked everywhere for it. I had it yesterday because I was going to record yesterday, and then I ended up I didn't have time last night, and today it's just disappeared. So that's kind of what it looks like, but fatter because I stuffed it. And I was going to have to re-sew, like, the antlers wouldn't sit up, so the body was there and the antlers were just like all over the place. That was a wonderful noise, I'm sorry. But I think I could have fixed them by just mattress stitching around the edges of them and just like making them a little bit more stable. So that's what I was going to do. And I just can't find it anyway. So yeah, reindeer egg cozy. Missing presumed eaten. She's a nightmare. But it's got this like nose on it. Like that's how you do the nose. And it's what's it called now? A ribbed woven circle, which I had never done before. I've done lots and lots and lots of embroidery, but I tend to do the same style of embroidery all the time. I tend to not use a ton of stitches. So it's nice when you have things like this that put you out your comfort zone a little bit and just like teach you new techniques. Yeah, I mean the actual making of the thing was super easy. It is pretty basic, but the embroidery stitches, because all this on the front is all embroidery. And it does have embroidered sequins on it, but I didn't put the sequins on, which, as it turned out, was a good thing because, you know, the dog ate it. So, that's it. Christmas in July is done. I got absolutely nowhere near the amount of things I wanted to get done finished. I didn't even get the main thing I wanted to get done finished. However, it's not put me off doing daily vlogs because I quite liked coming on and speaking to everybody every day. I think next time I wouldn't have such a big project as the blanket. I think because I think I might do a spooky September. I think I mentioned it before, and do daily vlogs in September because the kids are at school, so I don't have that to deal with. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying spending time and doing stuff with the kids. It's just not very good for me, like, getting stuff done and then getting to record. They're at the dad's tonight, which is why I'm getting to record tonight. Right, can you not? So, we're going to be back onto normal. That's the other thing as well. I miss doing my normal podcasts. So I think if I do a Spooky September and I do daily vlogs, I will still also maybe do a weekly podcast. It's just like a roundup of the week, because I know that not everybody wants to watch a daily vlog. Not everybody wants to watch this animal every single day eating her bone. Sit. What can you hear? Sit. She's a nightmare. Good girl. Wait. Right. She may or may not dive up here any second to get this bone. We're working on her impulse control. It's having varied results. Good girl. But she's half lurcher, so she tends to, as soon as she sees things, she's a very driven dog. Right, it's here, look. Right, when you go. Right, I think that is enough carnage for today. We're on just over 21 minutes. Normal vlogs, no. Normal podcasts. We'll be back tomorrow, I think. What is it tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Yes. Normal podcasts will be back tomorrow, because I have been doing other things this week. That's one of the other reasons why I wasn't doing so much Christmas stuff. The dog pulled me up the garden last night. I'm covered in cuts and bruises. Yeah, one of the other reasons why I wasn't doing the Christmassy stuff as well is because I had a few commissions coming in. So they weren't Christmassy ones, so I wasn't going to show them on the vlog, but they're commissions, so they obviously take precedence over doing other stuff just for the sake of doing it. So that's another thing as well that I need to take into consideration. But I think throughout September, I might do daily vlogs, or I might do them in October. But then a lot of people do them in October, and I would like to have my stuff out for October, because I celebrate Samhain, which is like Halloween. So it would be nice to have the stuff out for the entire month, because at the end of the month, all the Halloweeny stuff comes down. Well, not all of the Halloweeny stuff. I have stuff up all year. And then the Christmas stuff starts going up in November. So yes, I think I'll stick with my plan of doing Spooky September and see what I can get done then. Right, I've waffled on for an extra 2 minutes. When I'm just over 23 minutes, I'm going to go. And if you've made it this far, thank you. And apologies for my absence towards the end of the month. Oh, jeez. Right. I will be back tomorrow, podcast. I will see you then, hopefully. If you're new and you've just picked up this video, I swear I am not usually this bad. The dog is not usually this bad. The dog's literally just trying to annoy me. See you later. Bye.